Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News for Monday, May 22nd, 2023. Stand up for your country. Well, 17 years ago, I can't believe it, really that long, I released a book called Culture Warrior, 2006. And it was a huge bestseller. And what I did in that book was I laid out the two opposing sides that were emerging in America. The traditional conservative side, which essentially believes America is a noble nation, doesn't need a total overhaul, and the progressive liberal side, which wants to do away with most of what America was built upon, like capitalism. Okay, so I wrote the book, and a lot of people read the book, and it was a #1 bestseller and all of that. Well, about 80% of what I wrote in Culture Warriors come true. But I couldn't envision the latest culture war situation. I had no clue this was going to happen, and that is the subject of the Talking Points Memo. It's the trans madness. Now I have to walk this through because it's historically based, okay? So, on August 17, 2008, Barack Obama was running for president. He was a senator from Illinois, you'll remember. And he sat for an interview about gay marriage. Roll it.
I believe that marriage is the union between a man and a woman. Now, for me as a Christian, it's also a sacred union.
Okay, 4 years later, Barack Obama's president. He's running again. Roll the tape.
At a certain point, I've just concluded that for me personally, it is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
Big turning point. All right, so the President of the United States endorsing gay marriage. Now, this is my personal belief. I don't think most Americans care if homosexuals get married. I don't. At the time, I said I wasn't adamantly opposed to gay marriage, but I didn't understand why it was necessary. If you could legalize civil unions, you have all the state benefits in a civil union contract you have in marriage. That was my stance back then, and I still hold to that, but I don't care. Okay, if gay couples want to get married, that's not my business. And I hope everybody in America pursues happiness and finds it. But that's my take. But off this, then we had the push by the progressive left once Joe Biden was elected. Okay, now this didn't happen under Trump. Now we have people changing genders. And again, to me, if you're an adult and you want to go from Bruce to Tammy, go ahead. All right? You have the freedom to do that. I don't care. But minors, children, no. Society must protect them. Enter trans madness. So you know about it. Alabama, Louisiana, Texas all have laws, new laws, saying you're under 18, you can't change your gender in our state. Florida was the first, Governor DeSantis. And I'll read you what the law says in the Sunshine State. Quote, prohibits sex reassignment prescriptions, those are drugs, hormonal drugs, and procedures for patients younger than 18 years of age. You cannot do that in Florida. Requires department to immediately suspend the license of a healthcare practitioner who is arrested for committing or attempting, soliciting, or conspiring to commit specified violation related to sex assignment prescriptions or procedures for a younger patient than 18 years. So it's a criminal offense to gender transition for people under the age of 18, children. Child is defined as that up until the age of 18 in this country. Now, the far left hates that, hates DeSantis, thinks that, I guess, 10-year-olds, 12, should be able to change their gender if the parent says it's okay. Remember, there are parents who give their children illegal narcotics. There are parents who do that. I mean, there are a lot of parents who are emotionally disturbed. And the state has a right to protect children. So if you are under 18 or under 21, you can't drink alcohol in America. You can't buy it. Can't buy cigarettes, tobacco, chewing tobacco. You can't rent a car in most places unless you're 18 years old. Child marriage, it's illegal in Delaware, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. Okay? So you can't do it even if mom and dad want their 17-year-old to get married. You can't in those states. And you can't buy booze and you can't buy tobacco. But you can change your gender if you're under 18? No. Doesn't make any sense at all. It's a public health issue. Then we get into the schooling, where there are progressive teachers that are encouraging children to change their gender. So Florida's outlawed that. Other states will. Other states have. So there is a battle. Where's Biden on this? You don't hear a peep out of him, do you? Mr. Catholic. Yeah, okay. And I hate to be that judgmental, but between the abortion thing and this thing, I mean, come on, Joe. You really, So this is a war, a battle for the soul of American children. Again, let me recap so I don't want anybody to be confused by this. If you are an adult over 21 and you want to change your gender and you have the money to do that, go ahead. I don't want to pay for it. Don't put it on the Medicaid, Medicare tab. Okay, I don't want to pay for that. But if you have the money, you want to pay for it, you go ahead. I don't care. Okay, pursue happiness. You're an American. Under 21, and most of these laws are under 18. But if I'm a parent, anyway, it's insane. But that's the progressive left. They're insane. Because if a child changes their gender, children evolve intellectually. So, they change their gender at 15. At 25, they might want to be a man or a woman or whatever they started out with. These are immature minds. And the progressives, they basically want no rules at all. They want, use your drugs. Go ahead. Do whatever you want. No rules, no cops, no enforcement, libertine, Lord of the Flies, anarchy. Yeah, it's what this crew wants. And that's the memo. Now, the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a serious situation, ranking up there with Bud Light. So on June 16th, the Dodgers have LGBTQ plus night, Pride Night, before and after their game. Okay? Fine. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. If I were in LA and I wanted to see the game, I would go to the game. I don't care if they're pride, proud, whatever. No problem with me. However, as part of that exposition, the LA Dodgers were going to honor a group called the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Who are they? Well, in the year 2007, two of these loons went into a cathedral in San Francisco and received the Eucharist in drag. Now that's a sacrilege, an absolute sacrilege, and they mocked it. These people are in business to mock and demean the Catholic Church and all Christian sects. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Okay? So they're going to get honored by the LA Dodgers? These people? No. So thousands of Catholics, once they heard about this, besieged the Los Angeles Dodgers with emails and letters and all of that. And the Dodgers canceled honoring the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. But how on earth could they get there in the first place? They're idiots. It's just like the Bud Light thing. It's worse than the Bud Light thing. The trans person who was selling Bud Light didn't invade a Catholic church trying to demean all Christians. This is worse. So LA Dodgers, and I have some friends in that organization. Okay, I'm putting you on a hiatus now. For me, that's awful what you did. Awful. Spit in the eye of the Catholic Church and all Christians. Spit right in their face by doing this. And the fact that you canceled it under pressure means nothing. Boy, am I angry about that. Bill O'Reilly here. Like most Americans, I'm trying to cut down on calories and sugar. That means no soda, iced tea, or fruit juice. Thankfully, I recently discovered this drink called Organic Trio. I swapped out high sugar drinks for Trio, and I feel much, much better. Each beverage is only 15 calories with 1 gram of sugar, and it tastes good. Trio is produced by the same family that developed Snapple, so it's no surprise they know how to make a great tasting drink. Trio's secret ingredient is water tapped directly from birch trees. It's plant-based, naturally sweet. Trio is caffeine-free, organic, kosher, vegan, and gluten-free. So please go check them out at drinktrio.com. Again, that's drinktrio.com, now available nationwide at Walmart. All right, let's go to the mail. Thomas, concierge member, direct access to me. Great Father's Day gift, concierge membership. Man, is that a good gift for him. And you get all kinds of perk if you sign up for it. You get Team Normal gear, you get everything. All right, Thomas says, since Joe Biden is not enforcing the law at the border, why isn't the House impeaching him? House could, but it would be the same thing that the Democrats did to Trump. Senate would never convict Biden. So the House is trying to accumulate more and more information to make the impeachment, stronger, which I understand. Scott, concierge member, ironically, the same people peddling the Trump-Russian collusion delusion, calling him a threat to democracy, are really the threats to democracy themselves. Good letter. They are. Lawrence Cuatico, San Diego. Why can't Congress cut funding, DOJ and FBI? Yeah, they could, but they won't. They'll throw the Justice Department and, federal justice into chaos. Kennedy Daniels, Mechanicsville, Virginia. How much was Durham paid for the extension investigation? All right, so it's 4 years. I figure he's good for $500,000 a year, so $2 million. Probably took around $2 million. That's salary and expenses and perks. That's what I'm figuring. Mike Albright, St. Louis. Bill, your debate with Chris Cuomo over the Durham report was brilliant. All right, you had all the facts. You made me laugh, and it was pleasant to see the back and forth. So tonight, Monday, I'm on News Nation 710, I believe. Tune in at 7. Leland Vittert, former Fox News guy. And then Wednesday is my regular shot on News Nation with Chris Cuomo. I'm glad you liked it. I think those are good segments. Daniel Fang, El Dorado Hills, California. What are the repercussions of being in contempt of Congress? Well, Steve Bannon, go to jail. Go to jail. Kenneth Sullivan, Gawley Bridge, West Virginia. Will anyone in the press ask President Biden why he hates America? No, they won't. And will Biden have to debate in the primaries? No. Nobody has to debate ever. No compulsion. Pat Z, as to your comments last night concerning illegal immigrants, you said they could not be deported. No, I did not. Pat, I said they will not be deported. They're not going to round up millions of people. No matter if Trump gets reelected, no matter who it is, they're not going to do it. Don Llewellyn, Garden City, Michigan. Years ago, we began supporting a group that we learned about from you. It is called independence.org. Yes, the Independence Fund, we raised more than $30 million for the severely wounded vets and police officers. They have changed their mission. They're now working veteran suicide, independencefund.org. I'm watching it now, but it's a whole different deal. Different people, different mission. And if you go to BillO'Reilly.com, you see the charities we support, they change because personnel changes. Now, I think independencefund.org is still a very worthy charity, but I'm watching it. Reverend David Lewis, Baltimore. I've been a premium member from the beginning. Your reportage and analysis alone worth the price of admission. Thank you, Reverend. Just wondering why we haven't heard from Woodward and Bernstein in the wake of the Durham report, because they hate Trump, both of them. They're not reporters anymore. You know, they're in the swamp. Richard Dick, Murphy, North Carolina. The replay of your debate with Jon Stewart was worth the price of my annual premium membership. And I'm glad you pointed it out. Only premium and concierge memberships got to see the rumble in the air-conditioned auditorium that we ran last Thursday night. Okay, it's just for you guys. It was hysterical. I mean, hard to believe that was 10 years ago. Diane, the rumble was a treat. I had forgotten about it. I'm sad, though. The 10 years have passed and the issues you discussed have all worsened. Very good, Diane. That's very, very true. Stuart Johnson, Rockport, Maine. Nice town. Atheism, nothing there. And now I get it. Took a while. Took a while for Stuart to get it. Nothing there, no God. Right. I will be ordering those bumper stickers. Okay? Stand up for the deity. Atheism, nothing there, bumper stickers. And we're giving, you buy anything, you get them free. You can buy packs of them. They're cheap. Not cheap, they're inexpensive. All right. Ed Moore, New Haven, Connecticut, just finished Killing the Legends, great book. Read them all. What's next? All right, now listen up, Ed, because I've said this 1,000 times. Killing the Witches. The Horror of Salem, Massachusetts comes out September 26th. Pre-order now. I think we're throwing in stickers if you order Killing the Witches or something. I mean, great Father's Day gifts, Team Normal gear. Just go to the BillO'Reilly.com store. Make Dad happy. I know people put it off, but it's coming up. So, you know, when we run out of stuff, we can't reorder that fast. So get the Team Normal gear and the 2 books. I'm giving you what? I'm giving you Legends and Killing the Mob for only $18, or Crazy Horse in the United States Trump for $18. My God, we're giving them to you. All right, we'll be back with word of the day. Do not gasconade. GASCONADE. Do not gasconade when writing to me, Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town if you wish to opine. Right back with the final thought about buying stuff. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. I want to tell you about Ghostbed. Ghostbed has been designing high-quality sleep products for more than 2 decades with more than 50,000 positive customer reviews. Wow. Ghostbed has luxury mattresses and premium sheets that get softer with every wash. Their mattresses have a cooling feature. Each is made with their signature Ghost Ice fabric, perfect for hot sleepers. Get fast and free shipping, plus a 101-night sleep trial with free returns. Trying their mattress is truly risk-free. So please go online, take their quiz to find out the ideal mattress for your sleeping style. Get 30% off Ghostbed mattresses plus 2 free luxury pillows, or get 40% off when you bundle a mattress with their award-winning adjustable base. Use promo code BILL at ghostbed.com/bill to take advantage of this fabulous offer. That's ghostbed.com/bill, promo code BILL. All right, here is the final thought of the day. So I'm out and about on Long Island this weekend, and I got invited to dinner. A friend made spaghetti and white clam sauce. This guy is the best. He's an Italian guy. Oh, man, I can't tell you how good that is. So I always bring dessert or wine or something like that. But I said I'd get dessert. So I walked into this bakery, upscale, and there's the pastries, but they don't have prices on the pastries. So there's these little tarts, and I mean they were little, all right? They were key lime tarts. So I figured I'd get 3 of those, all right? But that's really not enough because they were so small. So I get 3 of these dessert croissants. So I got 6 really tiny items. I'm figuring about 22, 23 bucks. All right, tops. And remember, no prices on them. So the girl behind the counter barely speaks English. Barely is, $30. She got $30. I said, $30? He gets $5 a piece for these things? Like you could buy 2 bites, they're gone. He goes, $30. I said, keep them. All right? So I walk out. I go to another place. I buy 3 enormous apple turnovers for $18. Okay. Next day, and the apple turnovers really went over big. They were good. Next day, I'm talking to a friend of mine. He goes, and I tell him the story. And he goes, what's the matter? You have plenty of money. You could buy a 5. I said, it's not about the money. Yeah, I mean, it's not about it, money. It's about justice in bakeries, in baked goods. They were stealing. That wasn't near close. $30 for that? It might have cost them 6 or 7 to make those things. And that's tops. All right? I said, look, it's not about it. I mean, I don't want people stealing from me. And he looked at me and he goes, well, life's too short. I said, no, this is important. It's little things that add up. If nobody went into that place, then they'd have to drop their prices. If everybody was like a curmudgeon like me. Anyway, I'd like to know what you think. All right. Should I have bought the $30 when I knew it wasn't worth anything like that? And they were happy with the turnovers at 18, and it wasn't about the money. And I won't go into that bakery anymore because they're I'm not going to say they're thieves, but they're taking advantage. All right, that is this edition of the No Spin News. Thank you for watching and listening on the radio, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.